You talked about getting into wrestling with the video games. What made you decide to look into wrestling schools and becoming a professional wrestler?
Um, I came back from the military depressed. So I served right out of high school. Um, but it wasn't really what um I thought it was going to be. It kind of like fell into it because I was finding myself going down a bad path, and I I was a teenage runaway, so like it wasn't gonna be long before I was either gonna like I was a teenage runaway in a band, so like when I'm not touring, I'm partying and stuff. So I didn't really have good prospects for my life. So I picked up and went and joined the military and stuff, and I was always going to be shorter than my contemporaries, so I really leaned in on learning combatives, which is like hand to hand military hand to hand combat. And then really fine tuned my martial arts and stuff. And then when I got out of the military, I didn't really know what I was gonna do with my life. Like growing up, I was 100% certain my shitty little band was gonna make it. It didn't, it didn't make it. And when I joined the military, I always thought I was gonna be a fighter. I was gonna fight, and I didn't really know what to do with that now that I'm a civilian. So I thought, like, I spent my childhood chasing a dream that was never going to happen. And I spent my early adulthood doing a job I didn't particularly like. So at that point in my life, I was very depressed. And I made a vow that I was going to chase what I really wanted, which was pro wrestling. And I knew like it wasn't going to be easy. I was struggling with like mental health issues and addiction at the time, but it kind of became like a therapeutic thing for me. It like helped me lose weight. It helped me figure out how to become more positive about like myself, and it was very empowering, like just transforming myself from like the state I was right after my time in the military to when I finally got ring ready. And all I wanted to do was like really use wrestling as a way to like curb my bad habits. Instead of going out and drinking, I would like just say like, oh, I need to stay at home and do sit-ups, like or I need to watch like wrestling clips because I really want to be a good wrestler. And I'm spending all this time and effort and putting my body through a lot of bumps and bruises and getting my ass beat every every night in training. I needed to see it through, and um it was just like a mixture of stubbornness and looking for something, whatever's next in my life, and that happened to be chasing that dream basically.